you'll be able to stuff Annabelle's butt with popcorn, turn it around, butter it up, and just eat out her booty. Eat it. Just eat it out. You want to talk about getting haunted? Let me tell you, you're going to find something scary in there when you stick your hand in it.
Okay, I know I like to collect popcorn buckets, but... whose idea was it to have it come out of Annabelle's Anyways, with that out of the way, I don't know if y'all have been following me on the channel since 2021, but about 4 years ago, I had made movie reactions to the first 3 Conjuring films on my YouTube channel in terrible video quality, but also in, like, separate parts, I think 4 or 5, maybe 6, I'd have to double check. But yeah, 4 years ago was when I had watched the first 2 Conjuring films for the first time in preparation for The Devil Made Me Do It, as that was both in theaters and on HBO Max. I ended up watching it on HBO Max, as I didn't get to see The Conjuring 3 in theaters, but yeah, the only reason I watched it on HBO Max was so I could get my movie reaction, since I was getting my movie reaction on the first 2 movies. But with a new Conjuring movie now coming out, and this being the final Conjuring film in this series, I don't know if this is like the end of the Conjuring universe. I haven't seen all the movies. The only one I've seen outside of the Conjuring movies is The Curse of La Llorona, and I have fallen asleep trying to watch The Nun twice. Yeah, but yeah, since this is the last movie in the Conjuring movies, I'm going to be watching a Conjuring movie for the first time in theaters, as I'm going to be covering a movie vlog, hopefully to make this somewhat entertaining, because I would want to go all out, but I don't have any, I don't know how I don't know how exactly I can go all out. I do know what I plan on bringing with me, which I'm so happy to have Funko Pops of these 2. I got these last year at Box Lunch. I actually got all 3 of them, as I have Ed and Lorraine and the Crooked Man, and I just finished rewatching The Conjuring 2, which, by the way, I have only seen these movies once 4 years ago. I am now rewatching them after, it's like, I've only seen these movies once, and I'm now rewatching them again with the 4th one coming out today, as I'm gonna go see it later tonight. But I'm definitely gonna be bringing these guys with me, so hopefully I can make this somewhat entertaining. I don't know. But, hello everyone. Welcome back to another movie vlog on the channel. I meant to address something a couple of videos back. Address the elephant in the room. Not the other elephant in the room where I haven't been posting for about a week. I apologize. I'm trying to get back to posting. I'm super behind on videos. Jesus Christ. More importantly, I need to make my Galactus costume, even though Fantastic Four came out, like, 2 months ago. I still would like to watch it in a Galactus costume. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I'll make a video to show you guys how you could try and make your own costume, as the last video I had made was how to make your own Superman costume, and not gonna lie, I think that might be my best work. But anyway, speaking about Superman, I cannot wait to wear that thing again for not only next year, but also in 2 years when Man of Tomorrow hits in theaters. Whoa! Oh, it feels good to finally have a Superman sequel! But, okay, back to topic. So the other elephant I wanted to address in the room was, we officially hit 3,000 subscribers! Let's go! It's crazy, I'm now at 3,000 subscribers, because, like, a couple of years ago, I had, like, maybe 100 or something, but I got back, I kinda quit doing YouTube in 2018. I'll explain why in another video some point later in the future, but I got back into it in 2020, then a year later, I ended up getting 1,000, then, 3 years later, as of last year, I had hit 2,000 around May, and now a year later, I'm at 3,000? Damn! What am I gonna be at next year? 4? 5,000? Who knows? We shall see. I mean, I only plan on doing YouTube for, like, only 10 years. I plan to retire soon. Something like that. This is a thought I have. And I know I said I was gonna take a break in September, but damn it! At some point, I would like to take a break from making videos. At some point, but oh god, it's an addiction. I can't help but make YouTube videos, but anyways, not the point. Point is, thank you all for subscribing to the channel. Hope I am making some entertaining videos as I cover reviews, vlogs, or sometimes gaming videos. And I just realized I haven't done a gameplay series on The Last of Us Part 2. I'm gonna need to figure out when I could do that. I have time to do that sometime this month. Jesus. Alright, I need to work out my plan. Along with, wait, where's my notebook? Because, the next costume I'm gonna be making after Galactus, I don't know, let me just give you a hint. I'm gonna show you first look, work in progress. I'm not finished with it yet, but this is my blueprint on the Tron. I don't know what costume it's called, but it's for Tron Ares as it comes out in almost a month from now. And then my next costume after that, actually, Predator Badlands. I'm going for it. I'm gonna go for it, but I'm not only just making one for me, cause call me crazy, as this is most likely a bad idea to bring a 10-year-old to an R-rated movie. But I'm also gonna be making my little brother Javi a costume for Predator Badlands, and the reason I'm bringing him with me is because I had him I had him with me when we watched Predator a couple of years ago. I think it was 3 years ago in 2022. In the middle of the night, I put that on, and don't know why I did that, because he's not allowed to watch those kind of movies. But Badlands should be fine. I mean, it's only gonna be rated R, but I mean, am I kidding? Well, at least he's going with an adult, since I'm the only adult. Anyways, I keep getting off topic. God damn. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for helping me hit 3,000 subscribers on the channel, and I will be doing subscriber specials 3, because I wanted to do a 1K sub special. I'm about 4 years late on that, along with a 2K special that I'm about a year late on that. I was surprised that I hit 2,000 subscribers as of last May, but yeah, I picked out how I wanted to make the subscriber special, so stay tuned for that. I know one of y'all asked to do a room tour. I will be doing a room tour, as I want to say I'm almost done, which, yeah, it's nice right now. I'm liking how it looks. I mean, now there's some blank spots, which, I'm not gonna lie, placing posters anywhere is like Tetris, because I've taken up most of my room in here, and I don't have any room for any more Funko Pops. Which, speaking of which, I actually would like to get the Nun Funko Pops to add to the collection. I don't know if they have Annabelle Pops. Not sure if I want to get Annabelle unless I came in, but I definitely wanted to get the Nun Funko Pops from the first 2 movies. But anyway, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for subscriber specials. I gotta, I have my shelf almost decorated. I just need to figure out what am I putting on the bottom too. I didn't know what else to put in there, whether it be movies or books. But right then, so can't give y'all a movie reaction on the Conjuring last Rites, so might as well give y'all a movie vlog. Hopefully I make it entertaining. I don't know how. I could do a quadruple movie review on all 4 movies, but I'm gonna do both separately. I'm gonna have a triple movie review, then a separate review for the 4th one, unless I put that in this video. I don't know. I hope to make this mostly a movie vlog, but I feel like it's probably gonna be 25% movie vlog and 75% a review, but we shall see. Right now, I'm just pausing my marathon just to film this real quickly for my movie vlog. Because now I finished watching Conjuring 2. I watched the first one like last night at midnight, and after I watched the 3rd one, I'm heading out to the theater to watch The Conjuring 4. So, yeah, I guess I'll do a snap transition of whatever clip I do next, because I should really hustle up right now and start watching number 3. And 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, now I'm on my way to the theater as my grandparents are dropping me off. They came by to drop off the bikes they helped build for me. And perfect timing, because I had just finished watching The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. So, yeah, now I'm all caught up. I'd have to watch the other movies, but I only wanted to watch the first 3. I'll watch the other ones later, sometime this week maybe, but yeah, I'm all caught up, and yeah, I'm gonna feel good about myself. I watched all 4 movies in one day, of The Conjuring specifically, but anyway, so, any final thoughts I got? I'm processing my thoughts as we go. Alright, so final thoughts I have before I watch, last Rites, which I'm surprised we ended off with number 4. Dang, but, I'm hoping they go out with a bang, because the first 2, I'd say, are like 10 out of 10s for me. 3rd one, not as good, but I had fun with it. The 3rd act, I think, kind of won me over a bit, but yeah, definitely one of the weakest in the series, but not the worst, as far as I know. I've heard that the Nun movies suck, and I have fallen asleep trying to watch the first one twice, so I don't know yet. I don't know. I'd have to rank all the movies once I have a chance to watch all of them, but oh wait, did I told y'all that I hit 3,000 subscribers recently?
No, you got up to 3,000, huh?
Yeah, as of last Friday.
Oh, I gotta sign up. I'll be 3,001.
You probably already are, but you would be the 3,024.
How much does it cost to sign up?
What are you talking about?
To subscribe, don't
You just subscribe.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure you're already subscribed.
Oh, I think I am
Yeah,
then.
you dork.
You know, if I'm a cheap ass, so if it costs money, I didn't subscribe.
Yeah, you're subscribed already.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna check.
I'm not sure about Nana, but yeah.
So how do I know?
I am on there, bud.
Okay, well, never mind. You're both of you are subscribed, so
How do I know? I go into YouTube TV or just YouTube?
you just go to subscriptions and a video should pop up, which I did post like 2 yesterday. One a double trailer reaction, while the other my brother's reaction to the trailer I showed you last time,
Okay.
Marvel Zombies. He had the same exact reaction as I did, although you're gonna have to excuse his language, which he does say in the video. But anyway, so yeah, I really enjoyed the Conjuring movies, surprisingly. But I think what I enjoy most about them is just Ed and Lorraine Warren. I don't know why. Well, I don't know what is it I love about those two. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I just have like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. In case you guys aren't aware, Ed and Lorraine Warren are like real life people that have done like supernatural investigation. I guess one way to put it, they're basically like Ghostbusters, I suppose. These movies are based on true events. One of them happened in 1981, where Mom was born. And The Devil Made Me Do It, the third one. Yeah, that takes place in 1981. I completely forgot about that, but there's just something I love about Ed and Lorraine Warren. I don't know if it's the actors themselves or the characters or a bit of both. I definitely need to write my thoughts down on Letterboxd once I talk about my thoughts on each movie. But I will say this, having to like see their cases on screen, I want a spin-off series of them, like a prequel series specifically of them working on each case, because they have a room full of artifacts that are haunted, cursed, or I don't know, there's another word I can't think of, but I would love to see a prequel series of that. I don't know if they're possibly working on that, but yeah, I would love to see one, because I'm not ready to say goodbye to Ed and Lorraine. I just got into this like 4 years ago when I when I watched the first two movies in preparation for the third one that was coming out. But yeah, I'm almost at the theater, and hopefully I make this movie vlog entertaining. I don't know, we shall see. I like to make most of my movie vlogs entertaining somehow or somewhat. Okay, I'm now heading into my theater room. Got my drink at the register, and the employee got me with a good joke, saying like, oh, 3 something something. I'm like, wait, that can't be right. I use Regal Unlimited, and he was like, I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you. It was a joke. So he got me good with that joke. I told him what movie I was seeing, as he asked. I pointed at the Annabelle popcorn bucket. I could get that, but I have no interest. I'd rather not have a creepy ass doll as a popcorn bucket. Plus, I'm going for unique ones. I have a specific taste, but yeah, he was just mentioning up a funny story where a family came here, I guess earlier today, went to go watch the movie. He's like, oh yeah, kids will be fine. The family comes out saying like, nope, kids were not fine. I would like to have a refund. Yeah, kids should not be watching these movies. They are pretty scary. The last one, the third one, wasn't as scary. The first two are definitely scary. As for this one, he's heard that it's generally scary. It's directed by the same director that directed the last one, so some of my expectations are kind of low, but I'm hoping it's maybe better than the last one. I'm hoping to enjoy it. I've really enjoyed the last 3, just think that the first 2 were better than the third one, but the third one's not the worst for me. I haven't seen like the worst Conjuring movie. I've heard that Annabelle and the Nun are like the worst in the series, but I'm just a casual fan, casual moviegoer, but yeah, it's my before thoughts, and I shall see you on the other side. I have my Funko Pops. I have them with me of Ed and Lorraine, and yeah, it's time to watch the last Conjuring movie, y'all. Okay, I apologize. I meant to have this video out yesterday. But yeah, I tried my best making this a movie vlog. What you're getting is just basically a spoiler review on The Conjuring 4. Yes, I'm going to mention spoilers on Last Rites. So if you've not seen the movie, I suggest get your butt out to the theater, watch it with a couple of friends, and then come back to this video. And I got 20 minutes left. Gee, I need to figure something out. How am I to fix my storage issue. What do I gotta do to get rid of my storage issue problem on my damn phone? So I'm gonna try to make this quick and short. I could say I have lots of thoughts to talk about, but there's specific topics I have in mind for what I thought about The Conjuring Last Rite. So hopefully I brought up whatever I thought about the movies. If not, I'll bring that up in my triple movie review, which I could easily do a quadruple movie review, but I kind of wanted to do something separate for Conjuring 4 since I covered movie reactions for the first 3, except, of course, I couldn't do a movie reaction for this one, as I went to go see this in theater, so I figured might as well do a movie vlog. But yeah, I'm gonna have this displayed for when I review the Conjuring movies. Starting off with my thoughts with number 4. So, having to see the 4th movie, the rating I gave it for it is probably a bit much, but that's just how I feel about it, and the rating I gave for The Conjuring 4 is a 10 out of 10, because I think they went out with a bang, concluding the Warren storyline in the Conjuring universe. Now, it's not as good as the first 2 movies, but I do like this a lot more than The Devil Made Me Do It. I could say the 3rd one might be forgettable, but I had fun with the 3rd one, but definitely the weakest in the series now, having to see all 4 all in one day, which I'll pat myself in the back right there. Kind of similar to how I watched all 3 Jurassic World movies in one day when Dominion was out. But yeah, these movies are based on a true story of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are paranormal investigators, and I'm surprised they reference this in the movie where they get called Ghostbusters. I didn't know what to call them, because when you think about it, yeah, they're basically real-life Ghostbusters, but I didn't want to call them that, because I couldn't think of a proper word to call them, but once they brought that up in the movie, I was like, oh shit! Oh damn, I guess they are the real-life Ghostbuster! But yeah, this movie is based off on a real-life case that ended up being their last, as, yeah, lots of crazy shit happened in this movie. That is mainly personal for them, because the way the movie opens up, which I really enjoyed the opening scene, where we go back into 1964, and we see young Ed and Lorraine, who are taking on their first case, but Lorraine is also pregnant with Judy. Or, did I get her name right? I'm very bad with names. So yeah, this case is kind of personal to them, and during the opening scene, they do have the baby, but the baby is like dead for a minute, but I'm like thinking to myself, there's no way, right? Because we see her in the last couple of movies, so is she, like, oh, there we go, she's alive. That was a pretty emotional moment. I think what carries this movie for me is the emotional story and character arcs that the Warren family go through. If I had to mention any negatives, I don't got much other than that yeah, maybe a little bit too long, as I'm surprised that this is the longest movie we have in the series so far for the Conjuring films. And it does take a while for the Warrens to finally help out the family that is dealing with a supernatural demonic ghost that is like screwing with them. But those are just nitpicks, because I don't have any major negatives, because I really did had a good time watching this movie, and I was actually trying to stay locked in, like, I'm gonna see if I don't get jump scared. But as soon as I told that to myself in my head, I then get jump scared by a creepy ghost. I'm like, God damn it! Yeah, I think it's gonna be impossible just to try to stay locked in and not get jump scared, because these movies, yeah, they have some good jump scares. Well, mainly the first 2. The 3rd one, nothing memorable there, so I guess, yeah, the 3rd one is forgettable. This one, no, yeah, there were some creepy, eerie moments. There was one scene involving cereal, where one of the family members was starting to puke out, but then puked out blood, but that had glass in it. Which I guess is karma for the girls trying to get rid of the mirror that has a connection to the Warren. But since it's the final entry, I was surprised that, oh my god, they're like literally trying to make this like Avengers Endgame for the Conjuring universe. And from what I had heard, like this was like in the original plans before they like, yeah, let's maybe not do that. That would look too unrealistic or something. I heard this from 3C Films where in this final movie they were gonna make this literally like Avengers Endgame, where they have all the demons, ghosts, come together to go up against the Warrens. I had to find the clip online.
There was a joking line in this article I found kind of funny, where the director says he admits the team briefly entertained the idea about a dozen Doctor Strange portals opening to reveal every Conjuring entity assembled together for an endgame of sorts, but they quickly came to a different conclusion. I felt strongly the biggest and most emotional story we could tell was the most personal story. So it's funny to think at one point this movie was just going to be like an endgame of all the entities they fought into one movie.
They didn't go with that route, but they're like, no, yeah, this is basically almost similar to Avengers Endgame, because we get cameos of characters we've seen from the past entries. And we even get a James Wan cameo, so I was happy to see him in this movie. But like I mentioned earlier, I enjoyed the character arcs that the Warrens went in this movie. And I enjoyed this new character we get introduced, which was Judy's boyfriend, who proposes to her when they're at Ed's birthday party. And there were some funny moments between the dad and Tony, I believe was his name, where the dad is just basically being the typical dad you've seen in other movies where they're like, yeah, I don't approve you going out with my daughter. I got my eye on you. But by the end of the movie, he's like, alright, I approve you. Welcome to the family. So I definitely enjoy moments between Tony and Ed, and Tony is a likable character in this movie. It's honestly crazy, but also scary at the same time to think that all this legitimately happened in real life. I get that these are horror movies, but they say in the trailers that this is all based on the true stories. Because these were real life people that went on to investigating paranormal activity from like the 1970s to the 80s. But the way this movie had ended was honestly heartwarming to see. Wait, I said that word correctly, right? Heartwarming? That's like a good word. But basically, the ending was just an overall good ending for the Warren family. Where Lorraine mentioned about having a vision about their future where they see their daughter and son-in-law have a kid of their own, their grandparents, and they end up writing a book. And they grow old together as they've been married for over 6 decades. Like, wow. What makes me love these Conjuring movies so much is just the Warrens themselves. I don't know why I love them so much. Whether it's their relationship together, or it's the actors, or a bit of both. Either way, I'm gonna miss the Warrens since this is the last movie in the Conjuring universe, or the end of Phase 1, as I was doing research online, and yeah, this is the last movie in the Conjuring movies, but we're gonna be getting more after this. Specifically with spin-offs to expand the universe. Basically bring us Phase 2, because I guess this is the end of Phase 1 from what Google had told me. But like I mentioned earlier, I would love to see a prequel series of the Warrens in their early days of being paranormal investigators, taking on cases as each season would be based on a real-life case they worked on. Which, how many cases did they investigate on Paranormal Activity? About over 1,000, as Ed mentioned in the movie. But yeah, overall, I was very happy with this movie. I definitely liked it a lot more than The Devil Made Me Do It. 10 out of 10 may be a bit much, but even though I've given it that high of a rating, I still think that the first 2 movies are way better than the last 2 entries. But I don't hate any of the Conjuring movies. If I had to rank them, I guess I'd go with 1, 2, 4, and 3. Although I'm like back and forth with 1 and 2, because I could say that The Conjuring 2 is the best, or the first one. But it don't matter, because the first 2 movies are 10 out of 10s either way. And yeah, I would definitely recommend checking this out in theaters, and bring some friends along for a good couple of jump scares. I have more thoughts to say on the first 3 Conjuring films that I'll do in a separate video, which will be my triple review on the Conjuring films. Then of course I got 2 other videos where I'll review the Annabelle trilogy, and then the first 2 Nun films along with The Curse of La Llorona. I don't think I pronounced her name correctly. But I'm definitely going to be showing these pops for these videos, because I like to display Funko Pops based on the movie or show I'm reviewing, or even a video game, which I need to review the PlayStation Spider-Man games. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I made it entertaining, as it was half movie vlog, mostly review. May not be a proper one, but those are just the thoughts I could think of. But I'm definitely gonna want to rewatch this again in theaters, because I had a good time with it. And I'm now just realizing that this is the first Conjuring movie I've seen in theaters, not just for like the main movies, but like ever. I've not seen Annabelle or The Nun. Like, this is the first movie in the Conjuring universe I've ever watched in theaters. And yeah, I will be there for the next movie in the Conjuring universe that'll be in theaters, which, what will that be? Nun 3? Curse of La Llorona 2? Even though WB is for some reason not having that canon in the universe? Who freaking knows? All I know is that we're expected to have more spin-offs in the Conjuring universe, and yeah, I'll be there seated to be jump scared the absolute shit out, because these movies are scary, and it's even more terrifying to know the fact that all this shit happened in real life. Which means ghosts and demons actually exist. Not just aliens, but also demons and ghosts. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments, I'd love you have seen the 4th Conjuring film, and as always, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.